Hi guys, so today, last day of July, I'm going to finish up with a little, I would say a few, it's one card here from using this art impression set. So if I have any links in the description box, they will be affiliate links, which means I will make a small commission if you were to use those links to make any purchases there. So today is the end of their holiday special, which is 20% off anything in the holiday section, and the link I have in the description box will take you to the holiday section. So anything in there is 20% off, including the sale items, which is really nice. And I know normally, you know, even on our impressions, I usually go there because I want the watercolor stamps. I want like some of their fun sets, right? And stuff like that. So I picked these up purposefully because I'm like, I've never really just used like their stamps, you know, just a basic kind of stamp thing. So this little cutie I picked up and I'm going to use it today. And one other thing I was going to mention, I am going to use some Tonic, the Nuvo Mousse, Embellishment Mousse. I showed you guys a quick video yesterday talking about that Tonic just came out with their number 12 issue card making magazine. It is awesome. The frame that comes in that, right? You know how they always have a die set and then they have an extra die set for customers who buy them in the US or the US edition. It's big. It's nice. And then it comes with some other ones. And I didn't even realize it has like a hummingbird within the frame and also within the extra die set. So make sure to check that out. I'll have the link in the description box because I already ordered mine. I ordered the Glacier, I don't think they call it mousse. What's it called? It's another kind of embellishment kind of paste stuff. I ordered that because it's also in their weekend bundle sale. And I also ordered the vintage drops, which is different from these Nuvo drops. The vintage drops dry matte. So when these are glittery or shimmery, you know, or shiny basically, those are going to be matte. And I really want to get my hands on those. So those are a great deal. But what's also in the weekend set, and I kind of realized this afterwards. I'm like, you know, those colors look like a lot like the colors of the card making magazine, that what's in there. You know how they come with papers and things. And sure enough, they designed it that way. So I didn't pick them up. And I'm like, hey, do I make another order? But I just want to let you guys know in case, because then all the papers that come in the magazine will coordinate with the card stocks that they have in their weekend bundle sales. So I'll have links to all those things. Just a quick mention I wanted to make on that in case you were interested. So I think I am going to... I was debating if I want to watercolor these because that's so fast. I love it. Or go ahead and do my alcohol ink markers, whichever they may be. If they're Arteza or my Spectrum Noir or whatever, I'll just grab them. So we will see. But I do want to make a background with some embellishment mousse and then we'll go from there too. So I have a piece of paper here. It's going to be matted up on another piece. So this is small. This is 3 3/4 by 5. Okay. And then I'm going to mat it on top of 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece, and then obviously on our A2 size card. So I know it's hard to see right now, but there it is. And thank you guys if you stuck through my video earlier today. That's another thing. I'm probably, see how the day goes. I didn't realize my video on how to make your own stamps ran so long, so I don't want to bombard. And I know I always say that, and you guys are like, no, do it, but it's a lot. I mean, that video was an hour long, and it didn't feel like it because I'm telling you, I'm so addicted to just carving my own little, you know, fun stamps. I was just like in my zone, I guess. And then I was like, oh no, it's an hour. But I wanted to be kind of, you know, talk about it quite a bit, but at the same time, you know, not too much because then it's like a lot going on. I'm trying to see how I want to do this. Is this supposed to be his little house kind of back here? Let's make his little house a little bit further back. So we have, because he's kind of big, right? So it looks like this is more in the back and he's more in the front. Really cute stuff on here. And let me see if I can pick them up on one stamp. Yeah, I know the stamp carving isn't for everybody, but I just think it's so much fun. I am so surprised by the things I've come up with or were able to do, so it's fun. Alcohol ink markers. So I'm going to use my Noir Black alcohol proof dye ink. These are new stamps and they're very thin, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm really actually getting at all those little lines. So I give it a scrub. And ooh, this is hard to see because of the white and the white background. It's hard for me to tell what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna squish that guy down, smush this guy down. Good. I was gonna say they're line stamps, so it shouldn't, you know, I just want to make sure I was hitting both sides very well. Okay, so I'm going to put that away for now. I will probably use the sentiment from that set. And then I am going to grab my mousses. And this is how I keep my mousse Mises in a plastic tub that has a lid. I have not got any that little press and seal, but I will. I'll get it, guys. I was thinking, I live in a really humid place, so I wonder if that helps. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being so dry in the air. I don't know. Let me move all this stuff out of the way so I can sit down. I always put things on my chair and then I end up not being able to sit. So, real quick, I'm just going to hit it with some color in the back and making it look like maybe like Northern Lights. I don't know. It might not really have that effect, but we'll see. So I'm going to get my blue mousse here. Oopsie. And I'm just barely getting some because I don't want it to be like too crazy, but at the same time I want it to show up. I'm just going to streak down. As you can see, it's not a lot. I might hit it again in a little bit, but just, and I'm not masking anything down here because I just want it to be kind of natural. I am using a double-ended brushes. I don't know if these are still on sale, but for a 2-pack of them, they were $5 on Tonic for a while, so I'm assuming they probably still are, but we will see. My mousses are still nice and juicy. I mean, I've only bought them, had them for a couple of weeks, so I would assume it takes longer than that to dry out, but people are always like, oh no. So I just want to make sure that mine don't dry out. There's a little purple. I will come back with the blue because I wanted more blue in this. And then I'll use some green, why not? So the Northern Lights, they have all kinds of colors, right? And pink, and I didn't want to go too crazy, so I'm just going to grab some of this green. Ooh, that's a lot on there. Bring that down in here too. And I'm going to go back and grab more of that blue. Let me see what this looks like right now. Oh, that's so cute. I was debating in my mind, should I make it like a lot or just kind of like the suggestion of Northern Lights. I think that's good. I don't want to make mud, especially since I added that green. So as you can see, it's in there and it'll get sparklier and shinier as we go along. So that's good. I love the way, I'm going to take some of this off the edge because there's quite a bit of mousse built up there. But I do like the way it looks. It kind of gives it a texture. So maybe just a little bit more blue. Just a little more, guys. See if I can hear. Okay. Alright, so let me grab some, I'm going to clean this up. Oh, before I put these away, I normally just kind of get rid of whatever's on there by doing this. I don't even think you have to, but look how much blue I have on there. Oh, I should do this on another piece of cardstock, and then you can use it for another time. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. So pretty much I just wasted that, but you could just put on another background. Okay, let me put the stuff away, clean up, and then we will do our alcohol ink coloring. So I'm going to use my Artezas. And this doesn't take a lot of color. Actually, I'm going to have to grab some yellow. I forgot these other little things. But okay, so again, with the gray, that's kind of why I went with this, because in my Spectrum Noir tri-blends, I don't have a black for whatever reason. But at the same time, I have Spectrum Noirs. I just didn't want to go through that because there's a ton of them. So for our little penguin guy, I'm going to start off with Koala Gray. And just color in pretty much everywhere. So I use a gray to get what I need, and then I use the black. But with whatever colors you have, you know, use the darkest gray is what I would do. Oh, his little thing here. Yeah, I didn't even grab an orange for his little beak. They have orange beaks, don't they? Oh my gosh, is there a color on here? Oh, thank goodness. I'm like, do I have a reference over here? Yeah, okay. Oh, they use like a dark gray too. But I usually still go back in with the black and kind of just add some shadow here and there. So, you know, wherever I think that I need a little something. So I will do that, but it's not the biggest deal. I don't even do that much. Just a little something. Right? Okay, and then I picked reds for his little hat, which I'm going to use ruby red and rose red, and I don't remember which one's the lighter one. I think this one is, yeah, rose red. So I'm going to make his little hat red. And you guys already know whenever I do anything white, I use like a gray or very light blue just to give a suggestion of color. And then I'm going to go in with this darker red just around here, around there. Not the biggest deal. A very light blue. This one happens to be Arctic blue. Just to kind of add a little something there. And you know what? I didn't even think to color his little Maybe I'll grab another blue, but for now I'm just going to add a little bit of color and then go back in with this just to give it some shade just by adding more of the same color. Okay, should I get a little bit closer? I normally don't do all of the coloring on camera. I will grab a yellow orange for his little beak in just a minute. Again, this guy, just adding a little touch of blue here and there. So with the watercolor, maybe I'll do more videos because I'm very hands-off on that. Like, just adding a little color. That's all you need. It's not, you know, I don't really do the shading. Like I said, when I do shading with that is basically because I start where I think it would be the darkest and then I let the water kind of flow out so it gets lighter naturally, right? As you're working with the watercolors. But maybe I'll do a video on that more specifically. Okay, we have apple green and forest green, and I'm just going to do my trees. And you know what? These probably have snow on them, don't they? So let's... I wasn't going to do too much. So if there's snow all over here, snow all over here, I did get two greens because I was going to color them in green, but that doesn't make much sense. And if anything, they're just covered in snow, the way it looks. That's okay. So I have that lighter green. I'm going to take a little bit of darker green and just hit it at the very bottoms. Boom. As you can see, I'm very technical in my coloring. It's like super duper. Alright, there we go. I thought this one was going to be quick to color. That's kind of why I went ahead and did it on camera. Okay, and then let me grab... actually, well, I have some reds here, so let's do some little lights in red here and there. And maybe a few green ones with the lighter green color. What's on here? Okay, I picked up some Nuvo Mousse. I'm like, there's something on here. That's enough green. Let me grab a yellow and some orange, and then we'll finish up our lights too. Sitting here, I'm just gonna pick out colors and go with that. Okay. And like this one's good, so we'll do that here, and there. I'll put it back in its spot. I swatched these, but I didn't. I need to name my swatches. Let's see here. Let's do a purple. There's a purple one back there, it looks like. Maybe purple here, maybe a purple one up here. And then maybe, I don't know, what do we got? A blue? I don't know. I need something else for back in there, probably another yellow. Okay. And let's make this a brighter yellow than what we had over here. I don't know why. Okay. And then I should take the gray that I used earlier, my koala gray, and I'm just going to color in the base of the little lights. And I'm literally just touching color on there. I'm not even really following what they have here, here, here. Alright. And his beak. This one looks good. Let's see. Okay. So it's kind of a little bit yellow, so let me grab some more orange. Let's put this here, this one here. Orange, orange, here we go. Ooh, yeah, that's more orange. Alright, just a hint of color. And then, I shouldn't have put my Nuvo Mousse away yet. I'm going to use the Nuvo Mousse to do the foreground here, so I'll be right back. So I'm just going to take a chunk of this somehow. I went to get the Tonic spatulas and they are sold out. I don't know how much I need of this, so I'm just going to say that much. And if I need more, I'll grab more. And I'm just going to take a water brush. And this is kind of a larger water brush. And I'm just going to work with this until it's not too watery. I'm going to move this over here. Let me see what this looks like. Not too bad. I'm just going to add this in here. I'm being kind of careful with it, as you can see. I'm not just throwing it down. But just a little something, and it's going to add a little shimmer, very little shimmer, here and there. There we go. And I didn't bring it as high up. I guess we can go as far as you like with it, but I think that's going to be okay. And then I'll try to get a little more concentrated amount under my little dude. See if I can get it a little bit darker there, because he has a little bit of a shadow. And maybe closer to the house here. Okay, just a little something. All right, I'm gonna let that dry, and then we'll top it up and do all that and add a sentiment. Okay, before we really finish up, I'm gonna add a little bit of snowflakes. There's a little set of 3 snowflakes in here. I was thinking about using the mousse for it, but we'll just use this tumbled glass. Apparently I haven't used it before, because I have it mounted here. Let me see. Yeah, that'll be cute. And just here and there. So you see these are in a set of 3. So you don't always want to stamp it exactly the same way every time, because it's going to look very like staged, you know, just kind of move it around. I think that's enough. All right. And I have a piece here, and this paper, it happened to be almost the right size, so I'm like, I'll just still use it, but it's a little bit smaller than 5 1/4, so it should be 4 by 5 1/4. It's a little bit smaller, but I'm like, I'll just use it anyway. So I'm gonna put quite a bit of this stuff, because we did junk out that paper, so it might not want to lay as flat as we like. And it's just a piece of blue Centura pearl. And I decided to frame this on a black card because I like that look. So I just have a standard A2 size card. Is this it? This looks weird. Hold on. I guess so. It's 5 1/2. It looks really small. Sorry, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. And then we're just going to fold it in half. You score it at 4 1/4. And then fold it nicely. So yeah, this will be the last video today, unless something comes in the mail. I'm hoping. Somebody said they already got their Tonic mystery bag. I'm like, oh, did you think mine's on its way? I would love that. Yeah, that didn't look right. Right? Something is not right here. Hold on, let me do that again. So that'll be fun. So unless I get a haul in, that will be it for today. And I just wanted to give you guys 5 1/2. Yeah, no wonder. That one was more like 5. I don't know what I did with that. Here's 5 1/2 by 8. It looked weird, right? Didn't it? To use that for something else. I don't know what for, but okay. That's better. Again, like I told you, that other piece was cut kind of not too well. And then we need a little sentiment, which I will see what we got in this little set here. So a little junked out, a little traditional. Very cute little scene there. And of course in the pictures you'll see it better. That sheen is so hard to see sometimes, but as it dries it gets even more shiny and pretty, and especially the way I did it. I just kind of added a little something there. Okay, let's see here. And what I mean is the sheen's hard to see is when you just use it very gently like I did. Because normally it's like boom. Okay, I will add one of these sentiments somewhere, and I'll just cut it out, and you guys will see that on the next screen, because it's, you know, just literally stamping it, cutting it out. And thanks for watching, guys. Again, the special ends today, so if there's anything you were looking at picking up or forgot, go ahead and grab that, and I will see you guys at the next one. Bye now.